how are you all? Today we are going to make a very special dish in honor of our Ganesha. Today we are going to make dhoka dalna, but that is with a twist. We are going to use banana blossom florets aka mocha to make this dhoka. So you can say mocha is going to be our prime ingredient to make this recipe. So we are calling it mocha dhoka dalna. This is So friends, this is banana blossom, and now let us see how to clean it and separate the florets from this blossom. First, remove petals one by one, and you will see these yellow florets, and separate them and keep them in a plate. Do this step for the whole blossom. Separate one petal like this and separate these florets from the blossom. Now after we have separated all the florets from the blossom, now we will separate the stamens. See the hard long part from the floret, and this is a plastic feather like structure. We will separate them from the floret like this. So apart from these two parts, the other parts of the floret is edible, so we will just separate them from all the florets. And then this is the edible part of our floret, and we will just chop them, and then we will start our preparation. Now if you are planning to make this on some other time, like you are planning to make this on next morning like that, then you can take a big bowl and take water in it, add a pinch of turmeric powder, and then keep these banana florets in that turmeric water till you are ready to cook. So this is the prime ingredient for our dhoka. This is Bengal gram, split Bengal gram, and we are going to soak it in enough water for about 4 to 5 hours or overnight, and then we will paste it. Now let us see how to clean and prepare the banana blossoms floret. Now we are going to pressure cook the banana florets for about 1 to 2 cc. And we are adding the banana florets, and we will add the water in which we kept it. This is the banana floret. Now this is the turmeric water, and now we will cook this for 1 to 2 cc till the florets are soft. Now after 2 cc, the banana florets are now soft. We will now just drain the water and transfer them to a bowl. Now we are going to add our overnight soaked Bengal gram into our blender. This is 2 cups of Bengal gram, and now we will add some water to it. Remember friends, we are going to make a thick paste, so do not add much water, just a little bit of water so that it blends properly. So we have added about half cup of water, and then we are adding about 1 to 2 green chili, and now we will blend our Bengal gram and make a thick paste. So here our Bengal gram paste is ready. Now we will blend our banana blossom florets. So here our pressure cooked banana blossoms are ready. Now we will paste it. Now we are adding the banana blossoms in the same blender where we blended our chana dal, or you can say split Bengal gram. And now we will add some water, little bit of water to it, and we will blend it also to make a nice thick paste. Here the banana blossom florets are made into nice thick paste. Now let us see what other ingredients we need to make our mochar dhoka. This is 1.5 cup of banana blossoms floret paste. Here we have about 1 cup of homemade tomato puree. Then this is 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds powder, 1 tablespoon of roasted cumin seeds powder. Here we have about 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder, half teaspoon of sugar. Then here we have about 1 teaspoon of red chili paste. This is asafoetida or hing, a fat pinch. Here we have ghee, 1 teaspoon. This is mustard oil for making our gravy. Vegetable oil for frying our dhoka and also for greasing the dish. Here we have Bengal gram paste, about 2 cups, water, chopped coriander leaves. This is grated ginger, about 1 to 1.5 tablespoon. Here we have green chili, 7 to 8 green chilies. Then we have whole cumin seeds. This is whole garam masala. We have taken about 1 inch of cardamom. And here we have turmeric powder. Then this is salt. And this is 2 big bay leaves and 1 red chili. Now we are starting to make our lentil cakes or dhoka. First we are taking the prime ingredient, that is the split Bengal gram paste. Then our twist or special touch, banana blossoms paste. Now here goes grated ginger, about 1 tablespoon grated ginger. Then we are adding just a small pinch of hing. Now we will add salt. Then here goes turmeric powder, a small pinch. Mix these ingredients properly and then add sugar, about half teaspoon of sugar to the mixer. Mix them properly. This is a thick paste. Now in a non-stick pan we are adding vegetable oil, 4 teaspoon of vegetable oil. And now we will add the batter we made for our dhoka. Just spread the oil and add the batter to our pan. Now with the help of this ladle we will toss and turn our mixture and we'll fry this. We will fry this mixture till all the moisture evaporates from this mixture and also it does not stick to the bottom of our pan. Now here our paste is ready and all the moistures are evaporated and does not sticking to the pan. Now we are transferring this mix to our oil greased flat plate and we will flatten the mixture little bit. It is very hot, so we will just flatten it to make a nice thick round paste. And now we will let this mixture to cool down. After that we are coming back. Now we are cutting our dhoka. Traditionally we cut it into a diamond shape. So you can see now the paste have cooled down and it has hardened also. So now they will make the perfect dhokas like this. And like this we will cut all our dhokas into diamond shape. Adding our vegetable oil for frying our dhokas like this. Now we are adding our dhoka to frying pan one by one, and we will just fry them properly like this. We are adding all our dhokas. You can see in hot oil, and now we will just fry them properly. We have transferred all the dhokas to this place. Now in a frying pan we are adding virgin mustard oil. Now we Bengalis love the pungency of mustard seeds or mustard oil. That's why we are making this gravy in mustard oil. But if you don't like the pungency, you can make this gravy in vegetable oil also. And I am sure the taste will be good then also. So since we are using a non-stick frying pan, we do not need much of oil, which is good because we already fried the dhokas in oil. So now in this much of oil, we will add all the whole spices, and for that first we will add our cumin seeds, then we will add the garam masala, whole garam masala that consists of cinnamon stick, and then cardamom and clove. Then we will add 2 bay leaves, large bay leaves, and 2 red chili. Now our tadka is ready. Now it will start splattering and nice aroma will come out from the oil, and then we will know that our tadka is ready. And till then let's make a paste. We are now going to make a paste using roasted cumin seeds powder and roasted coriander seeds powder with little bit of water. So let's add them, and then we are going to add water to it to make a paste. We will also add a pinch of turmeric powder to this paste, and then mix them properly. And the next thing we need to do is just pour this mixture in our frying pan where our tadka is now ready. We are getting the nice aroma of cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, bay leaf, all of them. So now we are going to add this mixture to our frying pan. Now we are stirring this mixture for 1 to 2 minutes. Now we are adding grated ginger paste, that is we grated ginger and then made a paste with it. Now we are adding our red chili paste and stirring it little bit to mix it properly. And after mixing it, we are adding our tomato puree, and then we will mix it and stirring this mixture for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now you can see little bubbles in our gravy. So now we are adding salt
and turmeric powder. After that, we are going to add little bit of sugar, just this much. And now we will again start this mixture to properly mix our salt and sugar with all the other part of our gravy, like this. And we will start. Now stirring is over, so now we are adding little bit of water. Not little bit, we are adding water generously to make our gravy, because this gravy will boil also. Water will reduce. We are adding about 2 cups of water, and now water have reduced and our gravy is thicker. So now we will add our dhokas to this gravy. We did not make this gravy very thick, because these lentil cakes are going to absorb the juice from the gravy. So little bit of thinner gravy is okay, because it's going to be thicker after a while. And after adding all the dhokas to our pan, now we will let them simmer for some 2 to 3 minutes. Friends, our Bengali style dhoka dalna with banana blossoms is ready to be served, and the competition between you and our tomato man, who will get it first. Let us see that. Thank you friends for watching, and if you like this video, please don't forget to give a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more such beautiful videos. Thank you.